Blessed love and blessed day, oh boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fighting nation. It's Coach Fire, and this is Real Life Boxing. It's April 9th, and we got an exciting weekend of fights. We got Triple G making his return against Arada. We got Ryan Garcia making his return against Tago. And we got the fight that I'm interested in the most, ERICKSON the Hammer Lubin against the towering Inferno Sebastian Fundora. And all the cards are lit. They're all pretty good fight cards. Hey, in this video, I'm going to be doing my prediction on that fight. Before we get into it, y'all give me y'all best 1-1-2 combination, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification button to all so you can be notified when content is being uploaded on the channel. Hey, we getting back to it, man. Season's full of boxing. I'm getting back to my videos. I've been in the gym working with these fighters, man, winning golden gloves, winning tournaments. We going to the nationals. We lit. In this video right now, I'm just recording the voice. I might put some videos of me working with some of the fighters in the back of the voice. We'll see what happens. For now, we just recorded. Let's get into it. Like I said, ERICKSON the Hammer Lubin against Sebastian the Towering Inferno Fundora. This weekend is going down. This is a good fight. This is the fight that everybody's talking about most at the gym. Both of these fighters have a spotlight shining on them for different reasons. Of course, Fundora is 6'6" and fights at super welterweight. The face-off looked crazy, just looked ridiculous. But let's talk about Fundora. Like I said, he's just a physical attraction. You know what I mean? 6'6", fighting at 154, just a specimen. You know what I mean, of a human. Everybody, I see people in all the videos on Instagram in the comments talking about he's a weight bully and this and that. Maybe not. He's young. He could just be a tall, skinny ass kid. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, let's talk about Fundora. This dude, like I said, physical attraction, real anomaly. You would think a fighter like with his stature, you know what I mean, uses his jab and uses his reach. Fundora is a mid-range hooker. He likes to fight from mid-range to the inside. Yeah, he likes the hook, likes to throw uppercuts. Really weird, you know what I mean? Like I said, you would think that a fighter with Fundora's stature would use his jab, you know, use his distance, box, you know what I mean? But it's kind of weird. He probably, you know, with fighters that height, you either get, you know, a boxer that's going to use his range, or you get fighters that are mid-range hookers and want to be on the inside, maybe because they feel like their stature on the inside is more dominant. They're bigger. Maybe that's just where they feel more comfortable. On the outside, they might not have the snappiness. They might not have the athleticism to really box. And when you look at Fundora in like his stature and his structure, he doesn't really come off as like a great athlete, you know what I mean? Or like, you know what I mean? He's real long, like, you know, just he has decent hand speed, but you know, his feet are kind of slow. He doesn't have the fastest feet. He's not up on his toes bouncing around. You know what I mean? He might not just have the physical, you know, capabilities to do that. You know what I mean? You would think, you know, maybe of course, if I was training him, I would want him to use his reach and use his length, you know what I mean, and his straight punches until the pocket got closed. But you know, thinking from a trainer's mindset, like you would think that any trainer would want him to fight like that. But maybe he just doesn't have the, you know, the physical capabilities to be able to perform like that at top level. Maybe he's better off being a mid-range to inside hooker, you know what I mean? So you know, but like I said, that's really interesting that he's that tall, that long, you know what I mean, and doesn't really use he prefers to be on the inside, you know, banging, you know, letting his hands go. He's not shy to let his hands go. He's got decent power in both hands. He's coming up. His record is 18-0 with one draw. He's got 12 KOs, so he's got decent power. You know, and like I said, the spotlight is on him. The boxing world is you know, the spotlight is on him just because of his physical stature, and he's been decent so far. He's come across as a decent fighter. Lubin, on the other hand, the spotlight is on Lubin for a different reason. We all know a few years ago in Lubin's career with 2017, he got stopped by Jamel Charlo. First round KO, brutal knockout. He spoke about it at the press conference, said he was young, just daring to be great. May have took the fight too early and whatnot. But since then, you know, he's been on a 7 fight win streak, 6 fight win streak. He's been on KO in his last fight. He's had 3 TKOs in those 6, 2 unanimous decisions, and looks like a technical decision, RTD. But you know, he's been working hard. He's been coming on strong. He wants to be world champion. But the knockout from Charlo, you know what I mean? To me, Lubin, I don't really want to I don't really want to say he has a glass chin, but he's chinny, you know what I mean? He's chinny. He got hurt by Jason Rosario. He got hurt by Terrell Goucher. In his last 2 fights, he's been rocked, you know what I mean? And even against Nathaniel Gallimore, he may have got rocked. But I know for sure he definitely got rocked against Jason Rosario. He definitely got rocked against Terrell Goucher. So Erickson Lubin, to me, he's a little bit chinny. You know what I'm saying? He has the skills to pay the bills. He's got the power, you know, to he's got the power to do damage. He's got the power to hurt Fundora, but he's a little bit chinny. And on top of being chinny, he's a little bit too sure of himself. Now, me being a trainer, I love fighters to be sure of themselves. That's one of the, you know, biggest traits that you have to have. You gotta be sure of yourself. You have to be confident in the work that you put in. You have to be confident in your skill set. You have to be confident of what you're bringing into the ring. You know what I mean? And Lubin, I think that he tends to fall in love with his power a little bit too much. Even at the press conference, he said, yeah, I believe I can knock out any guy that stands in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I believe I got the power to knock out any guy standing in front of me. Well, he didn't knock out Terrell Goucher. He didn't knock out Nathaniel Gallimore. You know what I mean? And he didn't knock out a host of other fighters that he's fought. You know what I mean? So to say that you think that you can, he didn't knock out Ivan Montero. He didn't knock out Jose De Jesus Marcius. He has knocked out a bunch of fighters, but he hasn't knocked out every fighter that he's gotten in the ring with. You know, and to me, like I said, I think that he falls in love with his power a little bit too much. I also think that he tends to lose focus in there sometimes. Tends to lose focus, fall in love with his power, lose focus, forget about the shots coming back at him, you know, and gets himself into situations that he wouldn't maybe have got himself into if he would have fought a little bit smarter and not just wanting to land his power shots. Also a southpaw, so, you know, he has that so-called southpaw advantage. Y'all know me when it comes to the southpaw orthodox. There's no advantage. The only advantage is knowing how to deal with the other stance. But like I said, he's a southpaw, good power, good skill set, ferocious body puncher, loves to go to the body, you know, hard worker, and like I said, he believes in himself. So it's gonna be a good fight. I expect it to be a good fight. I expect it to be an action-packed fight. Maybe the best fight of the weekend. Now, like I said, I told you I was gonna give y'all my prediction on the fight, and that's what I'm gonna do. I believe Lubin is the favorite. You know what I'm saying? Most people are picking Lubin to win, Erickson Lubin to win. But I honestly think that in this fight, his chin is gonna fail him. Like I said, he's been rocked in his past 2 fights, and I honestly thought he was gonna get stopped by Rosario. To be honest, he was hurt. I thought he was gonna get stopped by Rosario, but Rosario couldn't get the job done. And he was hurt in the fight before that. So I just think that, you know, in one of these fights, it's gonna catch up to him again, and I think that it's gonna be this fight because I think that he could be underestimating Fundora a little bit. I also think that he's going to go in and try to knock Fundora out. He's gonna go in there and try to get the KO, and we all know what happens when you go in there looking for the KO. You put yourself in position to get KO'd in an easier fashion. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going hunting for the KO is meaning that you're gonna be vulnerable a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be open. You're gonna be open a lot if you plan on punching. If you plan on going out there, looking for the KO. And like I said, it's one of the things that I it's one of the faults that I think that Lubin has is falling in love with his power and constantly wanting to go for the KO. We see that haunt fighters in many fights, and I think that it's gonna haunt Lubin in this fight. Honestly, I would like to see Lubin, get the victory. I'm not necessarily rooting for any fighter. I like both of them. I like ERICKSON Lubin. He works hard. You know what I mean? He's dedicated to coming back and proving that the Jermell Charlo fight, wasn't, what he's really made of. So, and again, Fundora just being the stature that he is, just being, like I said, the stature, being a good fighter. So, we're interested in this fight. It's gonna be a good fight. I like both fighters. I don't necessarily have, either one of them that I want to win, but I think that, like I said, in this fight, this is gonna be the fight that, to me, ERICKSON Lubin's chin, fails him. And I'm going with Fundora mid to late stoppage, maybe 8th, 9th, between the 8th and the 10th round. I'm calling a stoppage. Maybe not a clean KO, but maybe a referee stoppage. I'm just calling a TKO or KO for Sebastian Fundora in this fight. We'll see what happens. I will do a post-fight video because I am uploading this video. So, if he does lose, if Sebastian Fundora does get KO'd and Lubin, does the job, I'll do a video, after that, to comment on the fight, what I thought about it and so forth. But, until then, you guys keep fighting the fight. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this fight in the comment section. Like I said, it's already Saturday, midnight, so, a few hours before the fight. But if y'all do get to watch or listen to the video, you guys give me y'all prediction in the comment section as well. Keep fighting your fight. Protect yourself at all times, man. Peace and one love. This Coach Fight. This is Real Life Boxing.